Hey friends, what's going on? It is your buddy Keith, and I am live here again in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in Southend-on-Sea, England. We're gonna do a fun video today. I realized that in this last collection I bought, I had like almost every guitar case from the very beginning to present day that Jackson's ever made. There was 5 guitars in this collection, and the first 4 that you see here come from that same very same collection. So I said, why not go grab a few others that we've got over in the guitar room and just give you a little tour of the history of Jackson guitar cases. So this is the first one that we've got. This is the early San Dimas, California factory case. You can see there's no branding on it, no logo, no nothing. It looks like on the outside a very what would you say? I guess common guitar case, kind of like a 60s Fender guitar case. But rather than yellow on the inside, it's black. It's fitted. It has the normal suitcase style latches with there's your lock, there's your latch, this in the middle, and everything works on this one. You know, the white piping down the side, 2 rows of stitching, and then yes, obviously an original Jackson case because it's fitted for a very original Jackson design. This is what the storage flap looks like. There you go. One little leather tag there. And there is a section here that kind of comes in, a little bit of padding that comes down, I don't know, about 1 centimeter to give extra protection for the middle area. So you can see that as well. All right, that's our early San Dimas case. Next, we go to, this is 1987. This is the chainsaw molded case, the first molded case that Jackson did. And the majority of the ones that you'll see are gray, like this one. And this has the butterfly clips, I call them. You turn that and it locks. Cool. There's 4 latches on the side here. You open it up. There's no storage flap. You just have a little compartment there to the right of the guitar. And it's fitted as well. For the soloist, you can still move it a little bit in there. So when I ship a guitar, I'll still put extra bubble wrap in the headstock area just to make sure it's super snug. Yeah, okay. Now we go to 1991. And this style case is, this one might be my favorite because I love the plaque that comes on these. This looks very much like the earlier San Dimas case, but the plaque on this is phenomenal. So it's metal, it's painted, and you can see it's 3D, it's raised. There you go. Very nice. It's very normal to have some of the paint chipping off or wearing off around it. This is probably one of the better ones that I've seen. We go ahead and open this up. This is just like the earlier one there with the suitcase latches. And now you've got a storage compartment, and still a fitted case. You've got extra space in here. But now you have the snap. Okay? So you have the snap, a larger leather tag there, and then very similar compartment inside. There we go. Now, this is one of the rarer ones, at least for me in my experience. This is also a 91, but this is the black molded chainsaw case. And by the way, they make this in Charvel as well. But I've only ever seen 2 of these black ones. So, same thing, butterfly clips there. And did I open this one? Oh, I didn't open this one yet. My bad. So, let's see here. That goes up. That goes up. And we'll go ahead and get this one off. Cool. Alright, so exactly the same as the inside of the gray one. And yeah, not quite perfectly snug, so you want to add a little bit of bubble wrap. Great. Then we've got these two, this molded one here and this style. And but this is like early to mid 90s, I would say, for both. I don't know which one came first. I've kind of seen both of them at roughly the same time. But now you've got, rather than a chainsaw case, you have a normal rectangular with rounded edges molded case. And in one instance, you have the stenciled logo. So I would imagine this is the earlier one of the two. By the way, guys, if you're experts, if you really know your stuff, feel free to chime in the comment section and let us have it. Let us have the knowledge. Tell us where I'm saying something wrong. And, you know, any other data you've got, please let us know about it. I don't know everything. So on this one, I've got a USA AT1T in here. Very cool. No storage flat. Just an open compartment there. And on this one, what do we have? Oh, I love this one. This is the Matrix JJ. This is like a holographic paint job. Really cool. And this was done for, I think it was one of like Scott Ian's guitar techs. Got this. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, it's a Mike Learn graphic. Really, really cool. And very holographic in person. But yeah, anyway, storage compartment. So just like this one, exactly the same. It just has the Jackson logo molded in there. That's what your handle looks like. It's plastic. You know, faux stitching made to look like leather, I guess. And on this one, it is exactly the same. Yeah, all plastic. Cool, so now we know what the handles look like, and I should go back and make sure you see what the handles look like on this one, on all of them, really. Don't want to forget, leave anything out. Okay. And it looks like they all have this fake, even this early one from 83 has this fake, I'm guessing it's fake stitching. It feels like fake stitching. But yeah, it all looks like plastic, made to look like a leather handle, made to look like any stitching. So that's interesting. They all have that. Going back to the earliest days, I wonder what the story is behind that. And now you get to the modern day Fender Skb Flight Cases. By the way, I had this style case when I was in high school, and these have a very distinct smell inside of them from this era. If you've had one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The early Dimas one smells like your grandma's attic, you know, musty, grandma-y, old people. These have a really interesting like perfume or chemical treatment to them that smells cool, and there's just nothing else on earth that smells like them. That mid-90s Jackson case. But yeah, so this is the one that I always knew when I was playing guitar in the 90s. Now, the nicest ones are definitely the Skb Flight Cases. And we've got one that's flying V-shaped, and we've got one that is normal rectangle shaped. Now, going back, you know, for this version right here and this version right here, they did make a much wider one for your flying V guitars, your Kellys, anything that was bigger shaped. But they did not have a case that was physically shaped like the guitar as we have with this Flying V one. I don't have a wider one, so I didn't bring it for you. But if you just imagine this exact same case, but wider, that's that. Oh, another thing to note too, I don't know if this has it. You will see on these two cases here, this one and this one sometimes, I thought I just saw it a little bit, but you can see kind of like waves in the plastic. That is normal. I've seen waves and wrinkles and all sorts with it. So that does happen. Now, what's really nice about these is you have this nice rubberized handle. This is like a military grade case. SKB actually makes rifle cases and like rugged laptop cases that when I was in the Army and the Air Force, we had SKB cases, definitely. They're the best of the best. Interestingly enough, Every single Jackson case I've ever seen has had TSA number 2 for that like standardized lock so the airport staff can get through. Every single one I've seen has been number 2. If we check this one, I bet it's number 2. Yep, number 2. I don't know why that is, but yeah, the edges are awesome. Everything on this is just premium, is luxury, is top grade. And in here is a really special guitar. This is, if you've seen Pawn Stars, this is that model that they had on there. The Phil Collins, he painted this personally. He played this one on tour. Just absolutely insanely rare and epic custom shop guitar. Has his strings from the show there. And yeah, two storage compartments, no flap. Some extra space behind the headstock there. Very snug, and well, I guess this one actually, yeah, you could still definitely fit a little bit of extra bubble wrap in there, but you're nowhere close, no matter what, to the headstock running into the edge of the case. And yeah, you just have these really heavy-duty latches. This is my favorite case, and if you've got an expensive guitar that you need to protect, it is this style that I would recommend the most. And that kind of takes you through the history, guys. So the earliest days, San Dimas, going into the transition to the Ontario factory with the molded case, Ontario factory with this one with the plaque. We're still with Ontario, going into all of these, and then transitioning into the Fender era with the Skb molded flight cases. Yes, there are some artist ones that have different flavors and colors, but these are the main production ones. So I hope this helped, guys. Take care.